A brief history of Russell Bruzzone, developer, builder, community shaper. Bruzzone's family story in Lafayette begins with his grandfather, Frank Ghiglione, a truck farmer who arrived in 1906. Ghiglione had previously farmed in San Pablo and Oakland's Rockridge district, always aiming to be the first to bring fresh vegetables into Bay Area markets, a lucrative niche before Imperial Valley agriculture took off. Bruzzone's early career included a stint with Standard Oil. However, the constraints of corporate life soon chafed against his entrepreneurial spirit, and in a bold move he relocated his family to Venezuela in pursuit of a business venture manufacturing and selling ice cream. The venture, though ultimately short-lived, was a testament to Bruzzone's willingness to take risks and adapt to new environments. Upon returning to Lafayette in 1954, Russell embarked on his career as a home builder. The post-war years were a period of rapid suburban expansion in the Bay Area, and Bruzzone was well-positioned to capitalize on the demand for new housing. His first project involved building and selling a single-family home in Lafayette, marking the beginning of a prolific development career. Bruzzone's approach to home building was hands-on and deeply informed by his engineering background. He designed many of his own plans, emphasizing quality construction and attention to detail. In the early years, he and Joan managed the business together, often working long hours and involving their growing family in the process. The couple's willingness to live, eat, and sleep the business was a hallmark of their partnership and a key factor in their success. His early projects included homes in the Silver Springs subdivision and along Old Jonas Hill Road, where he sought to upgrade the area by building high-quality residences. These efforts not only provided much-needed housing, but also contributed to the rising property values and desirability of Lafayette as a residential community. In the early 1960s, Bruzzone began purchasing finished lots from the Moraga Land Company, a Utah construction subsidiary, as part of his ongoing residential development activities. Recognizing an opportunity for a more comprehensive approach, he proposed to Utah Construction that they sell him larger tracts, allowing them to realize capital gains and enabling him to pursue his vision for the area. After initial hesitation, Utah Construction agreed, and over a period of 3 to 5 years, Bruzzone acquired more than 2,500 acres in a series of 4 major transactions. This acquisition was a big gamble for Bruzzone, but it ultimately positioned him as the principal developer of Moraga. Major commercial development projects include the Plaza Center in Lafayette, which Bruzzone developed as a key commercial hub, helping shape the town's modern retail core. The genesis of the Lafayette Plaza Shopping Center was a moment of inspiration for Bruzzone. As he recounted in his 1984 oral history, he had driven past the site, a 65-foot-high hill covered with eucalyptus trees, countless times without recognizing its potential. One day, a glance in his rearview mirror sparked the realization that the hill could be transformed into a commercial hub for Lafayette. The construction of the Plaza Center was a monumental undertaking. Over 18 months, Bruzzone and his team removed approximately 200,000 cubic yards of dirt, leveling the hill to create a 7-acre site suitable for development. The dirt was repurposed for other projects throughout Contra Costa County, including filling in land for the Four Corners Center in Concord and leveling fields at Stanley School and in Happy Valley. The project was notable for its reliance on local labor and the trust-based relationships Bruzzone maintained with contractors. Many agreements were sealed with a handshake rather than a formal contract one. Construction of the Plaza Center was completed in 1964, with many tenants having opened their businesses in 1963. From the outset, Bruzzone secured lease agreements with several key tenants, including the 20,000-square-foot Lucky's Supermarket, which is now a Whole Foods, the original and still pleasing customers McCullough's, with a nearly 13,000-square-foot store, a McTavish's ice cream parlor, Nick the Barber Guy's drugstore, and others. Bruzzone's vision extended to creating a vibrant community space, with plans for a soda fountain, bakery, liquor store, children's store, laundromat, and beauty salon. In a 1963 interview, he expressed his hope that the center would instill a great sense of pride in our community's residents. To understand Bruzzone's impact on Moraga, it is essential to appreciate the role of the Utah Construction and Mining Company. Founded in 1900, Utah Construction was a major player in Western infrastructure projects, including railroads, dams, and later, land development. In the 1950s, the company diversified into mining and real estate, acquiring the Moraga Ranches, over 3,000 acres of former agricultural land. Utah Construction's vision was to transform the ranch into a suburban community, laying the groundwork for modern Moraga. In the early 1960s, Bruzzone purchased what is now the Moraga Shopping Center area from the Utah Company. The center was designed as a sister project to the Lafayette Plaza Center, featuring similar Spanish ranch-style architecture and a focus on community-oriented retail. The shopping center quickly became a focal point for the new town, offering a Safeway supermarket, originally located where McCall's is today, gas stations, beauty shops, liquor stores, nurseries, medical offices, and a variety of specialty shops. The Moraga Ranch itself, with its distinctive red and white buildings along School Street, became an unofficial landmark and a symbol of the area's agricultural heritage. While much of the ranch was subdivided for residential and commercial development, Bruzzone preserved and repurposed several of the original structures, which housed retail shops and community businesses in the 70s and 80s. The preservation of these buildings provided a tangible link to Moraga's past, even as the town embraced its suburban future. The transformation of central Contra Costa County, particularly the communities of Lafayette and Moraga, into thriving suburban enclaves, is inseparable from the vision and tenacity of Russell Bruzzone. Over a career spanning nearly 5 decades, Bruzzone's imprint can be seen in the residential neighborhoods, commercial centers, and even the very schools that anchor these communities. His story is not merely one of entrepreneurial success, but also of deep familial roots, civic engagement, and a profound influence on the suburban identity of the region. A few parting notes in remembrance of Russell's legacy. This Memorial Scout hut is dedicated to him in honor of his support and his contributions to scouting, presented by the Boy Scouts of America Troop 212. This statue of Russell is situated in the Indian Valley between Moraga and Canyon. Its plaque reads, "Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Fill my heart with song, and let me sing forevermore." And lastly, this kid's flying kite statue in the Moraga Commons Park, which states, "With vision and courage, he turned his dreams of Moraga into reality." Written and produced by Mark Harrigan, with much of the research coming from my MS Copilot AI, which is not always accurate. Photos from the 68024 Corridor History Group members, the Lafayette Historical Society, the Contra Costa County Historical Society, and newspapers.com. Thank you for watching.